Alright guys, this is something I'm really excited about. So I'm with Longspur Tracking and Outfitting, and they've recently been working with LITE Boots. And they sent us some boots to check out. So I haven't even opened these yet. So we're gonna bust them open. I'm gonna put them on. We're gonna go walk around a little bit, see how they feel, just test them out. See what we think about it. These boots are crazy light. I mean, you hardly can, they weigh practically nothing. So one thing that I did do, I want to test out, is I brought just a food scale. I also brought a pair of muck boots. I'm gonna weigh the muck boots, and then I'm gonna weigh these, and we're gonna compare. Then I'm gonna just put these on. I'm gonna try to do some shed hunting. It's snowing, and I suck at finding sheds anyway. So the chance of actually finding a shed is pretty low, but I really just wanna test these boots out, see what they're all about. All right, first up on the scale, we got just the regular muck boot, Muck Master. They're a little bit dirty, so they might be heavier than if they were clean, but let's see what we got. 2 pounds and 6 ounces. So 2 pounds and 6 ounces for the muck boot. Let's do the LITE boot. 14.7 ounces, so less than half of our muck boots here. All right, so we're gonna get these boots on. We're gonna walk a few miles, see how they feel, see how we like them. That's light. I mean, that feels kind of weird. They're so light. It's almost like you're not wearing anything. So I maybe walked like 100 yards from the truck so far, and these things are just ridiculously light. And that's their whole thing, is being light. I mean, it's the name LITE Boots, but I don't think you realize how light these things actually are. It's like I can't even feel them on my feet. It's kind of weird. I'm so used to boots being heavier. I kind of like it though, but it's just, I can't express how light these things are. It's crazy. So we're gonna keep walking. Walk a few miles probably, see how our feet feel in them. I know they're brand new, so they might need to be broken a little bit, but right now they're comfortable. We'll see how comfortable they are after I've walked a while in them. So check this out. I know it doesn't really look like much right now, but this is a little spot that I hunt a lot during bow season from the ground. I just kind of build this brush up here. I set in that just as a little kind of brush blind kind of thing. But right here above it, where the deer have been horning on this cedar. Maybe 15 yards from that little brush blind I've made. It's pretty cool. Another little tree rut. So notice it's kind of staying the same elevation on this hillside. I can already see another one up that way, but it's kind of staying the same height up the hill, and he's just running this face right here. It'd be nice to find the sheds off of him. I'm sure it's a pretty good buck, but I suck at finding sheds, and with the snow on, I really suck at finding sheds. One thing I've noticed about these boots so far, see behind me, I just kind of pulled up a little bit of a steep hill. They don't like this snow too much. Kind of a little bit slick in this snow, but snow's always slick, and really these are more of a warm weather kind of boot anyway. We just happen to have snow on the day I'm testing them out, so it's one thing so far, but I'm really liking them. I like them a lot so far. We're gonna keep walking around and see what we think about them. So check this out. Coming up this steep little ridge right here. Right as it comes to the top, got what is left of an old tree stand in the tree. That is one of my favorite things to find when you're scouting. Something about an old tree stand. They knew where the deer were back then. That is back when hunters were real woodsmen, and they knew the deer. Anytime I find an old tree stand like that, I'm hanging a stand somewhere close, and it's always produced. Check this out. Another old built ladder stand. I'm telling you, anytime you find an old stand out in the woods like that, it's a great spot. They knew the deer back then way better than we do now. All right, I'm almost to the top of the hill here. Just right about a mile. It's been all uphill this so far. The boots feel pretty good. They're a little bit stiff, kind of in the ankle area on top of the foot. They're also, I just got them out of the box, so once they break in a little bit, that might go away. Like I said, my feet are a little bit cold, but like I said, this is more of a warm weather boot, at least for me anyway. This is going to be more of a warm weather boot, so that's not going to bother me too much. But I'm impressed so far. My feet aren't hurting yet. I'm gonna walk a couple more miles, see how they feel after that. All right, I'm at mile 2. Feet are still feeling pretty good. Where there's that little bit of stiffness kind of around my ankle and the side, top of my foot a little bit. It's kind of rubbing a little bit, but nothing bad. And like I said, these are fresh out of the box too, so once they get broke in, that'll probably go away. But mile 2, still feeling good. Probably end roughly around 30 miles. Heading back towards the truck. Just kind of made a little bit of a loop, so when we get done, we'll be about 3 miles and see how they feel then. All right, I'm only a couple hundred yards away from the truck now. Feet feel pretty good. To get back to the truck, we'll kind of talk about these boots and what I think about them. But so far, so good. All right, let's talk about these boots. My first impression is I like them. I really do. They seem to be pretty sturdy. They're pretty comfortable, and they are stupid light. I cannot get over how light these boots are. I just did kind of a little 3-mile loop up and down. Pretty nasty walking in some spots, and they're comfortable. They're a little bit stiff, kind of right through here, kind of around the ankle, a little bit on the top of the foot, but they're fresh out of the box, so I think once they get broke in a little bit, that stiffness is going to go away. They're a little bit cold in this weather, which these are warm weather boots really, and it's probably 30 degrees. We got some snow on the ground, as you can see, so they got a little bit cold. I'm just wearing work socks, so nothing crazy, but they're comfortable. They're crazy light, and I think they're going to be awesome boots for turkey season and early bow season. I can't really make a good judgment on 1 3-mile walk, so I'm going to spend the next 3 to 6 months absolutely abusing these things. I mean, I'm going to wear them, I'm going to work in them, I'm going to turkey hunt in them, I'm going to walk the dogs in them, I'm going to do everything in these boots, and we're going to come back and give an update in 6 months or so. One last thing before we go, I want to say thanks to LITE Boots for sending these to me, and thanks for Longspur Tracking for making that happen. Longspur actually has a discount code with LITE Boots. If you want to get a pair of these, it's Longspur15, get you 15% off these boots. I'll drop a link to the website in the description, and I'll put that discount code on there as well. See you guys.